So will she rise or bow her head? Will she lead or just be led?
Why they not like Snow White? The reason why is that the actress that plays Snow White, she acts like a bitch all the time.
Let's address the elephant in the room. I'm the hottest person in the world.
Like, who has been the most exciting person for you tonight?
Oh my god.
Besides, but shut took the words out of my mouth. Besides,
And if you disagree with this sentiment, I don't need your business.
I'm a narcissist.
Yeah.
Weird.
In there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed on.
And everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
I don't need your business. Thanks.
Listen here as the star, Rachel Zegler, does a massive backflip.
There is a message that's been carried on for almost 90 years now from the original animated classic.
She's gone from bagging the original story to saying it's an example to admire.
There are messages in both films that everyone needs to hear. It's timeless. That's what makes it a classic.
Weird.
There's a lot of responsibility there, and so you have to take excellent care of the classic versions of these stories that people care so deeply about.
Weird.
I think it's a very human thing to not always see the bright side, but that is part of the beauty of Snow White. It has been for 88 years now that she just sees the good in everyone and everything.
I don't need your business.
The cartoon was made 85 years ago, and therefore it's extremely dated when it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power. It's Hollywood, baby.
What an idiot I've been as a young person in this industry who has no filter and no idea what she's doing.
Who's the Disney character you identify with most? Mickey, Nemo, Peter Pan, or Dumbo? Dumbo. That's sad, but yeah, like...
What would you say to those who are just kind of overly critiquing the film at this point? You've worked so hard on it.
Rachel Zegler has vanished. No interviews, no Instagram posts, no event appearances. One day she's the face of Disney's new generation. The next, she's off the grid. And it didn't happen quietly. Reports say she caught a last-minute flight to Dubai, just days after insiders claimed Disney was considering legal action over the colossal flop that was Snow White. Now the internet's buzzing. Is she dodging backlash, hiding from lawyers, or just trying to escape the storm she helped create? Whatever it is, the timing couldn't be louder. Let's not pretend this is a coincidence. The box office numbers were in. Snow White had flopped. Then came the PR leaks. Disney was reportedly holding emergency meetings, discussing how to minimize the fallout and whether Rachel's public behavior crossed a line. And that's when she dipped. And let's be real, this wasn't some random vacation. Her socials went quiet. Posts were wiped. She cleared her public schedule. Her team gave a generic, "she's taking time for herself" statement. But fans aren't dumb. They called it for what it was, an image rehab escape plan. And honestly, they might be right. Here's the thing. Most actors working with major studios like Disney have morality clauses in their contracts. That means if your behavior damages the brand, publicly, legally, or even just reputationally, they have the right to cut ties, cancel bonuses, or claw back payments. And Rachel? She gave them plenty of ammo. She spent her entire press tour throwing shade at the original Snow White. She called it outdated, dismissed the prince as creepy, claimed the entire storyline made her uncomfortable, all while starring in the remake. That's not just bad PR, that's self-sabotage on Disney's dime. Now insiders say the studio is weighing whether her comments cost them millions, and if she's legally on the hook for it. One number that's been tossed around, $120 million in potential losses tied to her behavior. It's unconfirmed, but it's enough to spark whispers of a lawsuit or financial penalties. Here's the latest raw data. Worldwide gross, $184.9 million. Production budget, $269 million. Marketing, easily another $100 million. This film needed $500 million minimum to break even. Instead, it crawled past the starting line and keeled over. And Disney thought this was a safe bet. It was Snow White, one of their crown jewels. They were counting on nostalgia to carry them. Instead, audiences stayed home. Reviews trashed it. Fan forums called it soulless. People didn't want a rewritten lecture. They wanted the magic. While Disney was trying to figure out where it all went wrong, a movie based on literal pixel blocks stole the spotlight. Minecraft raked in over $720 million globally in just a few weeks. And no, it didn't have A-list leads or billion-dollar expectations. It had heart, fun, and most importantly, it gave fans what they came for. Some showings were so packed they looked like fan conventions. Kids in cosplay, adults showing up twice, TikTok exploded with reactions. Meanwhile, Snow White screenings looked like corporate team-building exercises, empty seats, polite claps, zero buzz. Minecraft didn't need to prove anything, it just needed to deliver. And it did. Some screenings got so wild, security literally had to step in. People were chanting, showing up in cosplay. It felt more like a concert than a movie night. After all the backlash, Rachel finally put out a public apology. It didn't go well. The video felt stiff, over-rehearsed, and completely detached from everything people were upset about. It didn't sound like someone taking ownership. It sounded like someone checking off a box before heading to brunch. Fans shredded it online and lined up to stitch the clip, calling it cold and insincere. Some even joked that ChatGPT could have written a more emotional apology. It didn't cool people off. It just confirmed their worst assumptions. According to multiple insiders, Rachel's team is in chaos. There's reportedly internal fighting over what to do next. Some want her to go full redemption arc, sit down with Oprah, cry a little, try to humanize herself. Others think she should disappear completely and let time do the healing. Meanwhile, brands are pulling back. Sponsorship deals are being reevaluated. A few that were already in motion have allegedly been paused or dropped. She was supposed to be Disney's next leading woman. Now, she's a risk. Just when the backlash was finally cooling off, another bomb dropped. A leaked clip surfaced from the Snow White set, this time audio of Rachel Zegler allegedly yelling at production staff. In the clip, she can be heard raising her voice about costume issues and delays, sounding irritated and snappy. It wasn't some casual frustration, it came off entitled. And the worst part? The tone. Fans said it didn't sound like someone under stress. It sounded like someone who thought she was above the crew. Within hours, the audio exploded across Twitter and TikTok. People started saying this wasn't just about her opinions during press, this was a pattern. One tweet with over 50,000 likes said, "First she trashes the story, now she's yelling at the people making it. This movie was doomed." Reaction channels jumped in fast. Edits popped up syncing the audio with her red carpet interviews. Some users compared it to other on-set meltdown moments, calling it her Christian Bale moment, minus the talent. And whether the clip was taken out of context or not, it didn't matter. Perception had already set in. The image Disney worked so hard to polish was cracking in real time. This wasn't just another L. It was a reminder, a confirmation that the Rachel fans wanted to believe in might not exist. It also raised questions. How did this clip get out? Was it leaked on purpose by someone in the studio? Was it buried and accidentally dug up? Either way, it made things worse. This isn't just a Rachel problem, it's a Disney problem. The last few remakes have been flopping harder than sequels to a bad joke. Pinocchio? Dead on arrival. Peter Pan and Wendy? Completely forgettable. The Little Mermaid? Big promo. Weak return. And now Snow White? A full-on brand crisis. Audiences are tired of being served reheated classics with a modern twist no one asked for. They're not nostalgic, they're frustrated. Disney keeps rewriting the stories people loved, watering them down, and wondering why they don't connect anymore. Maybe the answer is simple. Stop fixing what wasn't broken. And industry insiders are taking notes. This isn't just entertainment gossip, it's Hollywood strategy now. Executives, casting agents, and PR firms are treating the Snow White fallout like a case study in what not to do. Studios are getting more cautious. Brands are demanding behavioral clauses. Actors are being briefed harder on press conduct. Rachel's flameout might have changed how studios handle future PR training, casting, and even social media guidelines. Because if this can happen to a rising star backed by Disney, it can happen to anyone. So, where does that leave Rachel? She's physically out of the country, emotionally checked out, and professionally on pause. The redemption arc is still technically possible, but it's not going to come easy. It would take major damage control, a total image rework, and honestly, a little humility. Right now, she's seen as the face of one of Disney's biggest live-action disasters, and that stain is going to take more than time to wash off. This wasn't just a flop, it was a literal disaster. A billion-dollar brand torched, a breakout star exposed, a studio's strategy officially in question. From the disastrous press tour to the empty theaters to a silent exit to Dubai, Rachel Zegler's fairy tale has turned into a cautionary tale. And Disney, they're quietly scrambling, hoping no one asks what's next. Because if Snow White taught them anything, it's that rewriting history can come at a cost. So now the big question, can Rachel actually recover from this? Or is her fairy tale officially over? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want more raw breakdowns like this one, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Noir Fame. Because we're not just covering celebrity drama, we're unpacking every downfall, every controversy, and every messy behind-the-scenes story they don't want you to see. Catch you in the next one.